Well, hi friends. You're back with Mr. Leslie at Leslie Bonsai Gardens, and today I have something special for you, as I always do. Today I have one of my tropicals that just so happens to need to be repotted today. Tropicals need to be repotted in the heat of the summer, and we are coming to the end of summer and the end of the heat. Now, this Schefflera is a variegated Schefflera. Really nice tree. Got a little craziness going on top here. It had a big root coming off here that I cut off here, and it kind of died back down here, and I had a lot of new growth up here, which is nice. I think by the end of this video I'm going to defoliate this whole tree because it's been in the house for the last week, because I'm bringing it in for the fall season, and I'm going to defoliate it because it's going to get its indoor leaves. They're usually a little bit different, but what I'm going to do is, when I first got it, I had a baby here, and I had another trunk thing grown here, and I removed it. So now, if you look, it's just doesn't look quite right to me. So I want to center it in the pot a little bit more, and then we have a nub that I want to clear up here, and a nub thing right here. I might leave that alone because it's a really thin branch right there. If you can see that, see how thin that is? I don't know why I did that, but as you can see, the trunk is going from a green to a dark, like an old bark color. That's from being outside in the sun all summer. Gives it an aged look. I like that. So, without any further ado, let's get in. I watered it the other day, but kind of let it dry out a little bit because I was hoping that would help us get in here a little better. I have not repotted this since, well, I got this for Christmas. So, and this pot has a lip on it, so it's got an end curve, so it's gonna kind of, might give us a little bit of problem, but I hope it doesn't. So let's take our time, just work around the edges. This is the diatomaceous earth and pumice, and the fertilizer I use has mycorrhiza in it, so it creates a system, so it brings everything together. So let's just take our time. I'm interested to see the root system here. See if we can just, oh, okay. Not quite as strong of a root system as I was hoping for, but let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. Well, let's get to it. See what it has. Ooh. Okay, well, let's get to it and let's make it let's make it better. Okay? I have roommates now. I'm not used to that. Well, look at this, guys. This does not have the root system that I was expecting to find. Kinda disappointed in what I'm finding here. Not really what I was expecting to find here, guys. To be perfectly honest. Not exactly what I was expecting to find here. Okay, well, let's be careful and let's put this tree down. I want to inspect what's going down in this pot here. Because I give it good fertilizer. This is good soil. Well, I think what happened here is I got this from a nursery, right? And what I did was left part of the old soil in there, and with my mixture, and I think it was because of their old soil. And I'm gonna dump out that old shit, because I think that's what the problem is. That old stuff. Because this is chunks of the old stuff. Get rid of that completely. Now, before we pot it up, let's get in here. Let's look for some problem stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the dead stuff. Well, cut back. Not much to cut back. I mean, I wasn't doing very good. I'm surprised this guy's, I mean, it's alive. It's a good thing. Okay, well, let's get this guy back in some good soil. See, the top's alive. I mean, it was growing. It was growing all summer. Let's get it back in some soil. Let's get it back in the house and let's get it back to where it was, man. See, that root died off right there. So, alright. Let's pull over some fresh soil. Ow. Burned my butt. Okay. Alright. Now, let's just move this over a little bit so I can bring this up here. Let's get some fresh soil down at the bottom. No big rocks, we don't need that. Now, like I told you, I want it more centered. Not where this pot's cool. Just get these bigger rocks out. This side's the front. Got some blemishes on the other side. I already picked that out. Now, already know kind of what the front of this tree is. So let's with there not being the roots that I thought there would be, I'm gonna kind of plant this one a little bit deeper than it was, because there just wasn't anything there that I thought there was. That's what my plan was anyways, before I found out what we found out, you know? Just because of that one root that I pointed out to you guys before. I was kind of hoping that things were gonna be a little bit different that we found, but not really, huh? Well, I don't know what all these big rocks are from in here, but get rid of those. This is a 50-50 diatomaceous earth and pumice, and some pebbles, like river rock, pebbles and stuff. Now, what I'm gonna do just a minute, and we're gonna water this. Right now, we're just going to give this guy some water, and this water is going to trickle down and help pack down into those roots. As you remember, there wasn't really any roots there in the soil, so it's all granular, so it just goes right around those roots. So it's just water at the top. This is a pint-sized watering can. I'll usually let this whole thing go through, and you can tell that it's draining well. It's going all the way through and dripping all the way down. So you can tell that that needed that. Now the tree is more, it looks better in front. Just trying to find a better word, but that's all I needed to say, really. I was gonna clip on it a little bit, but I think I'm gonna leave that alone. And I just wanna let it be. I'm gonna put another watering can through this here in a minute. I don't know what you guys think so far. We'll come through here and we'll pat this down a little bit. Soil packed around the roots a bit. Scheffleras have become one of my favorites. I got quite a few now in various sizes and various forms. They're a really nice tree to have. Give me just another second. Okay, I'm back. I found there's a lot of trees that Idaho is just really brutal. Like Schefflera is there. Sometimes Idaho is just pretty brutal. But they put up with it. But I think they enjoy the indoors much more. Just because it's not so hot. And like the sun just beating down on them. The indoor leaves you get are much nicer. Now see how wiggly that tree is? That's just because the root system's not there like you'd want it to be. So I'm gonna have to baby this guy. See, it was in that other soil pretty well, but that was because it was so brick-like, you know? We need to get these roots happy. Make it these roots growing and expanding and filling this pot. That's what should have happened throughout this entire year. But because we left the nursery potting soil in there, I think that's why that never happened. So we learned something there, didn't we? But I was only following the advice of the experts, or so-called experts, you know. Even they don't get it right sometimes, right? Maybe they do, maybe this was just isolated. Who knows? But let's get this tree happy. Alright folks, that's the end of this video. Before this video is over, I'd like to say thanks for everyone that comes and watches these videos. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you soon. Peace.